Hi guys, welcome to Mountain Homestead. I'm going to go over a little tiny thrift haul that I did last Friday, and I'm going to start out right away. I just got this cute little print that's more of like a navy. I'm not too fond of the matte, so I may take that print out, and then I might actually do like a brown wash over it to make it like sepia toned. So I'm considering that. Not sure if I need that just yet, but I do want that. And then this little plate stand. All these I got at Salvation Army. The Salvation Army, I think I talked about it before, but they have kind of upped their game a little bit. But don't look at this. This is coming out actually. I'll take it out right now. I'll save that for later in case I need it for fall florals, but I have been wanting one of these for so long. This is so heavy. Look at how big that is. It's probably darn near a foot long. So unfortunately, I'm not going to keep it this color. I've been going back and forth on what color. I'm still not torn until I actually get the paint out. I'm not going to do just regular white. I'm either going to do white with a brown stain, or I'm going to do a gray with a a brown wax, or I'm going to do gray with a white wax. I will keep his beak or her beak black, and I will keep her eyes black, but the rest of it will be painted. But I've been wanting one this ornate. Oh my gosh. And I was going to put stuff on the screen, but to try to find one similar to this, first of all, I couldn't find one with the coloring. I was going to do this earlier, but I had paperwork I had to finish for tomorrow's appointment. But the detail on this is just absolutely gorgeous. If I had that type of decor, like a hunting decor, then I would just leave it, but we don't. So it's not going to stay in this room, and it's heavy. I have to hold it by the neck. There is not a tag on the bottom that says where it's from. I did pay a little bit more for it than what I wanted. It was $20.75 at Salvation Army. But like I said, I've been wanting one for so long, and this is so, the detail is just amazing. So online, similar ones that are already painted, like white or like all white or all gray, I've been finding them starting at basically $50 and then going up. So I feel that I've already won and already have the paint on hand. So, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep the beak, and I'll show you that video. See, there's an outline of where the beak starts. So I will paint up to that, and then I will keep the eyes. But the rest of it's I'm leaning towards, if I display it in the living room, I think I'm going to do it with the white with the brown wax on it. If I keep it in our bedroom, it will be the gray with the white wax. So I have yet to decide. If it goes on the porch, it could be either or. So, meaning our north porch. I really don't have any room for it out in the garden, because I think it's more going to be an indoor piece or like a porch decor piece. So I may put it on the north porch, and that way a plant can go in there. So, but oh my gosh, I'm so excited about that. And then the other thing that I'm going to show you, oops, sorry for the finger, is I am going to tonight put one coat of this peony, this really pretty pastel pink, on the closet door. So let me try to scan without showing too much of anything. There's the closet doors. They're already primed. They were never painted. So yeah, and I'm gonna leave those knobs because I'm not keeping those knobs. I'm gonna put the glass ones on there, but that way I can open and close it in the meantime. So yeah, tonight I'm gonna get started just by putting a coat on there. I'm going to try to get some filming of it, but it's just putting on probably 2 coats, I'm going to say. And I'll probably use my roller that I'd bought specifically for the Fusion Mineral paints. So I just won't be able to film it back too far because this wall has the pictures, this wall right here has the pictures of the kids and grandkids on it. So I'm not showing that. But yeah, I'm excited to get started on this. I can't work on much tomorrow because we have an appointment in the morning, and then I watch one of my granddaughters in the afternoon. So, and that goes into evening. So, but Saturday, if it's raining, then I can get this done. So I will hopefully get this video up this weekend sometime. So anyways, I'm going to kind of cut it here, and then I will be back when I go to show me painting it. So stay tuned. Oh, I do want to show one other thing that I've been up to. I think I showed that before, but let me see if I can zoom real quick. Yeah, I had that frame in the shed, and it was, oh my gosh, it was a wreck. It was black, but it was dirty. So what I did is I cleaned it up, and then I took just some soap and water and just cleaned it up a little bit more. And then I added the brown wax to it. It's not wanting to focus very well. But then I took one of those placemat pieces that I bought. I think I got for 50 cents. That's what one I chose, since I already had that one with the chickens. So this has the chickens and the ducks. And basically, I just duct taped it to the back. So, oh gosh. I did have Gene find a stud for me. So he hung, he put the nail in for me. And it does create this little empty space right there. And I don't want to put another farm scene picture there. So, and I don't like even numbers. So I'm either going to do one horizontal or either one vertical piece, oops, of like cottage florals similar to the gallery wall, or I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do a vertical or a horizontal piece, or I'm going to do a grouping of them there with maybe an architectural piece or something. I did make 2 things yesterday. Excuse the zoom here. I did make this little piece. I took a transfer and just applied it, and then I just made a bow. I don't like the bow. So, yeah, I don't like the bow. I might keep it just to put it up there for right now. And then I took just some of my craft paper, and I put it in one of these frames. But again, I don't want even numbers. So if I do anything else, I need one more piece, and I don't have one more piece. So that's my dilemma right now, is either I hang these and I look for something small, or I find a bigger piece to fill in. So I'm leaning towards these since they're different, and the florals tie into, yeah, the florals tie in to here. So that's where I'm going with that. But I did want to show that I had hung that. And let's see, what else did I do? Oh, that Home Depot light, this one right here, I think they're $9.99, and they're magnetic. I'm serious, guys, do not get them. This only stays charged, or this only lights up for 2 hours and then it dies. So I put it on the charger, I put it up there, I turn it on, it goes for 2 hours and then it dies. So Gene ordered a 6-pack of puck lights for his reptile room, because I told him I want to borrow one or take one. So this puck light, there's a puck light under here. It's also magnetic. See? It has been in this space. I've had it on for probably 3 or 4 hours. It hasn't even dimmed. So I'm thinking about putting another one right here, because he did get a 6-pack of them. So anyways, I have my brush out and my glove. So anyways, I just wanted to share those few things with you real quick. Okay, this flashlighting does absolutely nothing for this, but I have one coat on this side. Oh, it's horrible. Can't even see any of the pink. But anyways, that's one coat. So I'm going to let it dry. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get the other coat on as well. Then let it dry. And then maybe let that dry overnight. Then get a second coat on tomorrow. Okay, so I know the lighting isn't very good, but because I don't have a gray that I like, I got my black chalk paint out and my white chalk paint out. This is Fusion's Mineral Paint Encasement, and then Waverly in ink. And as I'm sitting here looking at it, because I was getting ready to mix up a batch of gray paint, I decided I'm going to go ahead and do it white with the brown wax. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm still going to leave the beak and I'm going to leave the eye. So I'm going to get a small brush out and paint around that. But yep, I've been sitting here staring at it for a while. So I think I'm going to do the white with the brown wax. And I'm not going to bother. I'll just show you as I go along with this, you know, where I'm at in the process. Okay, I have one coat on there. And it ended up being a watered down coat because I didn't let my brush dry from cleaning it from painting the closet door. So, and there is a lot of nooks and crannies. I'm not going to do all the way on the inside. I won't even do a second coat on the inside because it's going to end up getting a fake plant of some sorts in there. So I'm going to let this dry. There's his beak and his eye. And yes, there is some onto his beak, but that's how, first of all, that's how the black was. And that's how they do. They have like a little bit of a rough skin before their beak gets smooth. So anyways, I'm just going to let this dry and then I will work on it tomorrow, hopefully, if not Saturday. But I will show you guys the process. So I'm going to clean everything up and call it a night. Have a great night, guys. Actually, you won't know any difference, so just ignore that. Hi guys, I am continuing this project. I'm hopefully getting it done today. I got the glass knobs put on. Jean had to add some washers because I went to the hardware store yesterday to get longer screws and I didn't even look at them. They were 3 different lengths. 1 worked and 2 didn't. So instead of him trying to cut it off and do all that, he just added washers to the back of 1. But I didn't film putting up this part of the transfer because as it was, I had to really bend my neck back and I didn't know how it was going to turn out. So I'm just going to show it in stages as I do them. I'm not going to show me doing them because like I said, I'm standing on a step stool. My neck is bent and yeah, I just don't want a fiasco and I want to be able to put this part of the video up. So let me show you. I'll show you when I put it up and then what you do to line it up. So hold on just a second. So before I do that, this is going to be the finished, oh gosh, it's not going to focus. Maybe that will. Maybe a little bit better. No, not really. Huh. Anyways, that's what it's going to look like done. Or there we go. Kind of a better. That's what the pieces look like separate. And then you join them together to form that. And I had it to where the knobs were on the other side of the word aim, A-I-M-E, or just below it, but I didn't like that either, so I wanted it a little bit higher up. I wish this would focus, but it's not. So I'm going to get it taped up and then I'll show you. So when you put it up, just in the 3 pieces, it comes in 3 pieces, they don't line up automatically. So when you're doing it, you would put this one on first and then this one you would line up. And all the squares, you can line up the squares. So now that that one's done, I'm going to put this one up as close as I can. and then just go from there. Okay, I put it up. When I take the back off, luckily it's not that sticky yet. But yeah, those flowers, the bottom flowers, those are pretty close to that. So, and then what I do is I take my level and I lay it on one of the lines to see if I'm off, and it looks like I'm pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and then what you do is you take the backing off. For those who haven't done it before, is you tape it up, and then you carefully take this out from behind while keeping this up away from your surface, because some of them are pretty grabby, and if they touch that surface and you don't have it all in place, then that's it. So I lift it up carefully and then I lower it down carefully, making sure none of that falls. So I might add a few more pieces up there so that I don't lift any of the stuff that's underneath it already. And I'm glad that this pink is lighter than that pink. So let's see what it looks like. Okay, I took the backing off and that side grabbed, so I was able to peel it off the first time. And it's level, but this one is the flower is a little bit down, and I think it is in the picture too. Let me see. Yeah, it's a little bit down in the picture, see? So they are where they are now. So that's just how it goes. But in this picture, they're like touching. Let's see if we can get really close. Yeah, see, they're touching. So that's okay. It's kind of how you want it. So, and I was trying to lift it, and yeah, there's no lifting it. So at least it's level. So now I will just take the burnishing tool, or transfer scraper, however you want to say it. I'm going to take this and just go over it like this. And then I found that because they're such wide sheets, is that it's better to peel it off from that way to that way. So, and then I have a X-Acto knife, and I'm just going to carefully just cut it down the middle, and that's how it is. It's kind of a bummer I didn't, but it's centered, so that's how it is. Alrighty, hold on. Okay, it's up there. The only thing, like I said, is by centering it, some of the letters had to get kind of chopped, and I lost part of the L in Don Lovey. So anyways, yeah, it's pretty sticky, and then yeah, but it's turning out nice, so I'm excited. Okay, it's done. It took me about, well, I think an hour, maybe not even an hour. So I'm really happy. Let me kind of zoom out. Yeah, very nice. Very, very nice. So like I said, I don't know, I guess I could have like centered it, but I didn't want it centered between there and there. I wanted it a little bit higher. So, and I didn't want it center on the door either. So anyways, I'm very happy with it. The only thing I need to do per se is I do need to paint that strip right there, because that's just primed from when they moved in with Gene when he built this house. So I moved in 6 years ago, and this room was just a storage room, and then you saw it when I finally decided to do something with it a couple months ago. It's how long this project's been going on, but that's just real life. I don't have, this wasn't the only project I had going on, so it's getting done in little bits. Hopefully I can get some stuff done today and get this wrapped up. So anyways, looks really nice. I'm really happy with it. So this is where the swan ended up. I did get the white wax on there. I didn't film it because it was on a day that I just was getting stuff done and was trying just to be kind of in a peaceful, restful place, and I just didn't feel like filming anything. So I did get a couple of the projects done in my sewing room. I got that picture on the wall. I'll show you that in a minute. I didn't end up using the canvas I had because all of the decoupage paper that I bought was too small. So I had to, luckily I had a canvas, and then I forgot to buy a brayer, so I wasn't able to get all the air bubbles out. I was a little frustrated, but I'm still using it, so it's on the wall and you'll see it. But yeah, this is where the swan ended up. Turned out so darling. See all the white wax kind of on there. So anyways, guys, I'm going to go show you the other thing I got finished, and then I'm going to wrap up this video that's been taking forever so that I can get it uploaded for you guys. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and get a final tour. I still don't have one of the wooden chairs painted and done, but that's okay. I just need to get the stuff taken to storage, and then I can get that final room tour done. So yeah, turned out really good. Okay, so here's that canvas. That is a decoupage paper. It's made to look like burlap. So I'm not going to do up close to it, but I didn't do the corners very well. And like I said, I didn't get the brayer. I need to go ahead and order one of those to get all those air bubbles out. I even did it in sections and it just didn't happen. And my cat is at my feet wanting to be pet. She's getting quite spoiled with me being in here. So anyways, and let's see, I'll see if I can show you one other little area I decorated real quick. But yeah, that turned out really cute. I just had to, you know, hang it to where it was more center in between those two, and it kind of broke up the dark, but the dark from the frames that's in the flower stems. Yeah. Anyway, so let me see if I can do this without making you sick. I ended up putting this, I needed something to fill in this space right here. So I had taken this little, I think it's supposed to be like a recreated like brick mold that was in the bedroom where the swan was. And then I had picked up that little, those two little frames, and I really didn't want, I know I have framed people on the wall, but I didn't want framed like little kids on the wall. I don't know how to say that very well, but I just didn't want that look. Yes, Gypsy. She's being a stinker. Yes, you are. You're being bossy. And then I had picked up a piece of, at one of my thrift vintage stores, I picked up a bag of lace that was in it. And then just an old plate that was actually used as a, underneath a plant for a long time. So that water is, it's kind of like hardened water on there, but you know, it looks cute. So, and it fills down that space, and then I'll just take that off of there when I go to work on it. So, and I think I showed, let me see, without getting me, I'm in house cleaning mode today, so I really don't want to be on film, but yeah, I had hung that. I think I mentioned that already earlier, but anyways, guys, the room is just about done. Like I said, I have that wooden chair that I need to paint and get a cushion made for. I'm not going to buy one. They're just, I don't know, they're just so expensive and they just look cheap. So I'm just going to buy some foam and I'm going to make my own. And that way I can still use, kind of move around here real slow. Like the cushion that's on that chair, I have some sewing projects that I need to work on, so they're sitting out. It's not perfect in here right now, but another little project I did is that sweet potato experiment. There's roots on there, so I will be able to get those planted. Little update on that. Yeah, so I do have some wall space. I'm not sure if I find something that strikes my fancy that I'm not settling for, then I'll buy it for there. I am going to look for 2 architectural pieces that are bigger than that. Those are 15 inches long and they're just not long enough. So I went on to look for architectural salvage and they're pretty proud of that stuff. So I'm not going to do that. I have considered, let's see if I can move over here without doing anything to do with the cat. is I have another one of those also, is maybe turning them on their side, but then they're kind of too plain. So I do like the scrolling. So I'm not sure. I do want something bigger in that space. So I'm going to be on the lookout for that. But for right now, they're there and they're done. So I'm just going to go ahead and use them. But yeah, everything is really cute. I will, like I said, get a final tour done here shortly so I can get this wrapped up. It's kind of drug on now for a while, but it's what happens when you're, you know, gardening, canning, doing all the projects, getting everything spring cleaned and all that. So anyways, it's a gorgeous day out today. It rained all weekend, so that's why I was able to get some stuff done. But that's where we're at. Okay, guys, so I will go ahead and upload this video for you all, and thank you for watching, and hope you subscribe and all that good stuff. Hope you got some inspiration from this. Even though I didn't do a lot of how-tos, I really don't feel qualified to do a lot of the how-tos. Like if you would have been watching me do the decoupage, you would never try it. It was actually kind of, I hadn't done it in a while, and I haven't done anything that big. So, like I said, I did get frustrated. And if I hadn't paid pretty good money for that piece of decoupage paper, I would have probably scrapped it. But I'm using it. So, and it's up on the wall, so nobody really can tell. But I'm very transparent. I really don't hide much. So anyways, have a great day. Remember to always be kind and do what makes you happy. Thanks, guys. Bye.